Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the Wall Street language and uncover the real stories behind the filings. And today we're digging into Virgin Manufacturing Corporation's latest report. Looks like they're paying themselves a little something to celebrate. So what is the big news from Virco Mfg Corporation's latest filing? Well, it really boils down to two things: a recent press release about their financial results and some dividend news. Let us start with the financial results for the third quarter that ended on the 31st of October 2025. The company put out a press release on the 8th of December 2025 to share this important info. We won't get into the nitty-gritty numbers here because the way they presented it means it is not being officially filed as part of this report. Think of it as good information but with a slight legal disclaimer attached, so it doesn't technically count as part of their official public record in the same way other information might. Now, for something a bit more concrete, the company's board of directors announced a cash dividend on the 4th of December 2025. This is a payment to their shareholders, basically a reward for owning a piece of the company. They decided to pay out $0.025 for every share of common stock. This payment is for the fourth fiscal quarter and will be sent out on the 9th of January 2026 to all shareholders who own stock by the end of the day on the 19th of December 2025. The company is saying they usually plan to pay dividends every 3 months, but this isn't a guarantee. They can change their mind. And what they pay out can be influenced by their loan agreements, which are basically promises they've made to banks. So while they intend to keep paying, there is no promise they always will or that the amount will stay the same. This is important because dividends are a big signal to investors about a company's financial health and its confidence in its future performance. The press release itself you can find as Exhibit 99.1 to this report. And as for all the exhibits and financial statements, well, they're listed out in Item 9.01. Now, let's talk about the folks in charge. The report is signed off by Robert A. Virtue, who wears two very important hats: Chief Executive Officer and Chairman of the Board of Directors. That tells you he is a very central figure in both running the company day to day and in making the big strategic decisions. Looking at Virco Mfg, corporation's filing, it is pretty straightforward this quarter. They've announced their financial results and a dividend payment. The real story here isn't a dramatic financial shift, but rather a steady operational update and shareholder reward. The dividend shows some confidence in their current financial standing. Even if they're careful to note, it is not a guaranteed thing moving forward. Their stock ticker is VIRC and it trades on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC, which is a pretty common exchange for publicly traded companies like this. So what is the takeaway for investors or anyone watching Virco Mfg Corporation? They seem to be operating as expected, maintaining regular financial updates and keeping shareholders happy with dividends. There are no major red flags like unexpected losses or significant legal battles popping up in this particular report. It is more of a business as usual update, which for established companies can be a good thing. It signals stability rather than chaos. The main risk, as they themselves state, is the uncertainty around future dividends due to loan agreements and board discretion. This means shareholders should temper their expectations about future payouts and understand that the company prioritizes financial flexibility, which might sometimes mean holding onto cash instead of distributing it. Alright, that is our breakdown of Virco Mfg Corporation's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.